How's it going, reloaders and shooters? Mike here. This is what I bought 4 years ago. This is the M1 Garand. I bought it off from a good friend of mine for $550, and it came with 380 30-06 rounds. I took this out today, and it was actually pretty fun shooting this thing again and shooting iron sights. It really is a fun gun. I reload, so 30-06 rounds is not as expensive as buying off from the from Walmart and whatnot. So when I got this and doing some reloads, I did my work upload and actually bought the base for the scope that was mounted on here when I was working up the loads to get the most accurate rounds out of this thing. So while doing that, I've heard a lot of people having some op-rod problem with factory ammunition and hot loads, which is the hunting 30-06 rounds compared to the M2 ball. So what I did is I purchased a adjustable gas plug, which can release a little bit of the gas, excess gas, so I'm not destroying any parts and whatnot. How's it going, reloaders and shooters? So I'm playing around with M1 Garand out at the Boulder City Rifle and Pistol Club in Boulder City, Nevada. And this target right here is 980 yards. And I believe it's about 3 feet in diameter. I believe so. I'm not quite sure. I'm shooting a 155 grain, correction, 150 grain. I believe it was Hornady 150 grain with cannelers. And I believe I'm using 48.95 on the powder and Winchester rifle primers. So this is actually I believe this is the fourth set that I've fired, and this is the best one I've had. I fired 155 grain and 168 grain, but it looks like 155 grain does pretty good on this rifle. So I'm gonna stick with 155 grain from here on out. So that was actually a hit, and then the second shot was another hit. Just landed about a foot on top of it. From the last shot, and then another hit right in between the two white marks there. So that's 3 in a row. It's really tough shooting out, and that's another hit just right on the corner. It was really tough shooting up on myself without a spotter, because especially with a high wind like this, I mean, even the splash is so tiny at the 980 yards, I can barely see anything. After I dialed in the elevation, I just figure out, hey, if I don't see any splash, that means it's a hit. And I waited until I got home, and I didn't even notice this last group right here was actually pretty good. See that splash right there? That was a miss, but I can barely see the splash because it just, the wind was blowing pretty hard. I believe it's a good 15 mile per hour winds at some point with about at least steady 10 mile per hour winds. So this is actually, I've modified this video already, so it won't shake as much, because the original video shakes so much. It's horrible. So anyway, it was fun. So it's possible, 980 yards, and I really had fun shooting out there, even if it's really cold day today. So y'all fun reloading and shooting out there. See y'all next time.